Hi folks, welcome to America 2.0. How are you? This story I've heard about, um, I've heard this story for a little while, and basically, this doctor in Italy has been pioneering a technique to be used on like brain injuries, people who have had like severe damage to the body and stuff like that. And there's been a lot of research done, a lot of surgeries done to perfect this in animals, and various uh, research studies have been done throughout the decades and throughout the centuries, or at least the last century. And basically, they're asking if a new head could be attached to someone's shoulders in 2017. Now, we know that the head is the living body of the being. So what they're really asking is, will somebody, like this to have, say, a new body for their head, which the head works, but the body no longer does. And I'll look into it for you, and I'll read it as I go. All right, so basically, Dr. Sergio Canavaro in Turin, Italy, claims his plan to attach a living human's head to another donor body will become a reality for 2017. It would supposedly be the first for humans. Head transplants have been performed with varying degrees of success in animals since 1908, where American physiologist Charles Guthrie grafted a dog's head onto another dog's full body, creating a two-headed dog, Albert, with only one head functioning. 1950s, Russian scientist transplant pioneer Vladimir Demikhov successfully created functional two-headed dogs. In one case, the transplanted head reportedly bit the assistant. 1970s, Case Western Reserve University School of Medicine in Cleveland, Ohio, led by Dr. Robert White, successfully attached a monkey's head to another body, with the head regenerating some ability to smell, taste, hear, and see. Experiments creating two-headed rats were conducted in Japan in 2002. In a recent paper published in Surgical Neurology International, Canavaro outlined his plans to put together a team of neurological surgeons at a conference in June to begin serious work on this project. Canavaro's plans involve cooling the donor head to keep it alive without oxygen, then fusing it to the recipient's body, spinal cord with polyethylene glycol. Muscles and arteries would be attached while the patient is kept in prolonged coma. And upon exiting the coma, Canavaro predicts the head will speak with its original voice. The person would be able to walk within a year. So, this would actually be a great thing for persons who have had really bad car accidents, who the head's still decent, but the body's mangled. And similar situations like that, you know. I'm not going to read much more, but, there's all the ethical questions, should we do it? Well, yes, of course we would. And Canavaro said, if the U.S. doesn't want to do it, someone else will eventually, and they'll be good at it. And do you really want to miss the opportunity? Well, the thing is, just like all the genetic surgeries and all the genetic stuff, this isn't going to be open for me and you, buddy. And ladies, you and I get into a car crash, we end up a paraplegic, we're screwed, we're in a wheelchair, that's it. I doubt this guy would take us on and say, oh yes, here's a 21-year-old's body and it doesn't have a head and we can fashion yours on. Sign here. I don't think that would happen. Alright, well, I really hope this one gets a lot of hits because this is actually very important. This is actually brought to you by Mysterious Universe.